guys, Coach Pillowfist here, and today I'm going to give you guys 5 useful tips to improve your sparring. Special thanks to the member 70S for requesting this topic. So my first piece of advice is to jab, 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 alright? It is 10 times more exhausting to be absorbing punches and getting hit than to just be constantly throwing that jab out there. Have you ever sparred somebody that was just throwing a lot of jabs at you? It's frustrating, right? It's exhausting. Don't wait on your opponent to expose vulnerabilities. Use your jab to create those vulnerabilities. Well, coach, I have a hard time concentrating if I'm busy throwing that jab out. This is why it's important for you to throw lots of jabs in shadowboxing and bag work, so that it becomes second nature for you to just naturally throw lots of jabs in sparring and fighting. So then it will allow you to fully concentrate and watch your opponent while you throw that jab out, because it's just such a, natural thing for you to do without even having to think about it. And change the speed of your jabs as well. If you're just throwing the same speed of jabs every time, then you become predictable and you're gonna get countered. Alright, so sometimes you stiff jab. Alright, sometimes you just flick it out. Sometimes you just probe it out. Slow it down. So that's what I mean by changing your jab up, right? It's the same punch that you're throwing. You're just throwing it in different tempos, different ways. Change it up so that the opponent doesn't catch on to your timing and counter you. Alright, now comes my next piece of advice. Focus on speed first. It's less likely that you will hurt somebody or land a big power punch at the beginning when they're fresh. So wear them down with speed first. Frustrate them. Then you can land the big power shots when they're a little more slowed down and they start opening up their bad habits and flaws. Also, it is less risky to throw those quick punches because you're not fully committing to them, and it's less energy draining. Which comes my next piece of advice: road work, aka running. This is where you get your gas tank from. Just hitting the bag in shadowboxing is never going to be good enough cardio to prepare you for a fight or a spar. If you didn't do your road work, it will 100% affect you in sparring. Back in my fighter days, if we ever got really tired sparring, my coach would just be like, "You didn't do your road work this weekend, did you?" So run or get ran over in sparring. Then comes my next point. When you do get tired, you gotta use that as an opportunity to learn to fight tired. Everybody can do good fighting when they're fresh, but when they get tired, all their bad habits start coming out, they're dragging their punches, they're getting hit. This is why mitts are so important, because it helps you learn to punch sharp and accurately when you're tired. Alright, you might be able to get away with throwing lazy punches on the bag, but when you're on the mitts, you're forced to keep your punches sharp and accurate even though you're tired. Alright, now my last piece of advice: learn to make adjustments round by round when you guys spar. You're not going to spar or fight every person the same. You have to learn to adjust according to whom you're fighting. Alright, for example, if you got somebody that's moving around a lot, focus more on lateral movement side to side to cut the ring off on them instead of, just pushing forward and constantly chasing after them. If you see that they're faster than you, you gotta be the first to throw punches. You gotta be the first to engage. You can't sit there and play as the counter puncher against the faster fighter. If they're stronger than you, beat them with speed. If they're both stronger and faster than you, beat them with timing. If they're better at that too, then I'm sorry, you're screwed. I hope you got heart though. Just kidding. This is where skills, ring IQ, experience all come into play. And yes, heart too. Now I got one last final piece of advice for you guys. This is a rough sport. If you're clearly a beginner, most people will be willing to work with you in sparring and not try to hurt you. But once you get better, you're going to start experiencing more ego and tough love from your gym mates and more territorial fighters if you're sparring at another gym. You're going to have people trying to hurt you. If you're wanting to be a fighter, whether that's amateur or professional, this is what you signed up for. It's step or get stepped on, and that's the hard truth. No sugarcoating. And that's why you need to work your butt off. Continuously learn, improve, and evolve. But that's why you guys are here, to learn and improve, right? So keep it up. Alright, so thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that enlightens you guys and continue to work hard. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.